Alright everybody, welcome to another episode of Unique Adventurez. So on this episode we are going over a product review here. We've got a Firman 2000 watt generator. It's the W16082 model that they sell on Firman's website, and you can also get it from a couple other locations. This generator was actually on sale last year at Costco through a massive deal for like $350. It was probably one of the biggest generator steals of the year. So we got our hands on one. We've been holding on to it for a little bit, and we're going to take it out and do a little review on it. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so we got our generator here. We got the box opened up. We're going to see what we got inside of it here. Got your directions and your how-to booklet. Also comes with the oil that you need to fill it up, which is nice. Looks like 12.9 ounces. Operator's manual, making sure you know how to set it up and do all the things. Also comes with a couple of other things. Let's go ahead and open this up, which some of this is what I think makes this generator actually really cool. It actually comes with the adapter to be able to take this thing to step it down to 30 or up to 30 amps, which is great for like RV travel. If you've got a 30 amp trailer, you can use this lock plug to essentially go from 30 amp down to 15, which is really handy and really cool. Also comes with a set of parallel cables, so you could actually buy two of these, put them in tandem, and run 4,000 watts, so pretty cool with that. You got a tool to engage and disengage the spark plug, or to take it in and out. Nice. You also have a screwdriver, and you also have a tool that fits, a little slide tool here that fits into the spark plug socket to take it in and out. And the last thing besides the generator, you got an oil funnel so that you can fill it up. So we're going to take this thing out and get it set up to run. Okay. So we got this thing out of the box. I love these generators, have all the directions on them. Makes it really super simple to set it up and get it going. The cool things about what I'm seeing already off the get-go, you got your gas shutoff here on the top, which is similar to what you would see on your Predator 2000 watt generator, so that's cool. You've got the eco mode on there, which is also a good feature. Your parallel connection, your 30 amp connection here with that lock plug, where essentially you can just take this and figure out how this works and just pop it in just like that, and you're good to go. You also got another 110 outlet. This is pull start, so is what it is with that. You also got a USB input. You got the fuel cutoff, a choke, and then the actual on button for the generator, on and off, and then a fuse reset switch over here. So I believe this thing runs on a gallon of fuel for like 9 hours, if I'm correct. If I'm not, I'm going to put it right here. But definitely seems like it's going to be a competitor, or is a competitor to the Predator generators. So let's go ahead and dive into this thing so that we can get it set up with the oil and make sure everything else is put in there all nice. So let's go ahead and get to that. We got the generator here. We're going to try and work on getting the oil filled up. Pretty much besides putting oil and putting gas in this thing, it's going to be ready to go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn this guy around. As you can see, there are what, five Phillips head screws. So we're going to take those off to expose this other side. And alright, so we got the side opened up here. You're going to see a couple of things. You're going to see the yellow part here. That's your oil fill plug here. And on the end of it, if I can get it out, on the end of it, you'll be able to see. But essentially, on the end of this here, you've got your empty to full line here on this little gauge, so you'll be able to tell exactly where it's at. Now, mind you, this generator does not come with any oil in it, so you have to make sure you put oil in this thing before you run it, or bad things are going to happen. So definitely make sure to put that oil in first. Also make sure don't lose this little O-ring here. Goes on to makes that seal. It fell off the dipstick when I opened it up, so make sure you don't lose that. So now we're going to take that funnel and we're going to put the entire 12.9 ounces in here. That's what Firman recommends. That's what Firman recommends. So we're going to put the whole 12.9 in. Also do note that this thing does take 10 W30 if you are needing to replace the oil after, you know, those couple of hours of break-in, or when you're needing to cycle the oil through after running it for whatever the manufacturer suggests. I'm going to put that right here so that you know how often you need to change the oil out of this machine. So let's go ahead and get the funnel and we'll go ahead and get this thing filled up. And essentially you're just going to want to do this real slow. You also want to make sure you're watching the end down here, make sure it's not spilling out anywhere. I usually try to get this up about 3/4 of what it should be and then start checking the dipstick level just to kind of see where we're at. So we're going to let that sit for a minute, just let everything kind of ooze its way down. We'll measure. Obviously we should still continue to be short, and then we'll put the rest of it in there after we check it. We got our dipstick back in. We're going to unspin it out and we're almost there. We're about 3/4 of the way there. My suspicions are correct. We're just going to put in this last little bit here and we should be good to go. And we are right at the top. That 12.9 is pretty much right on the money. Pretty much what we got to do for now is get the front back on this thing. I do want to show you one other thing here. So you've got, you know, your engine and everything right here. The spark plug is actually underneath here, but they actually got really creative with the spark plug placement here. So what you do is you just slide this door, and then you've got direct access to get that wrench for the spark plug to get in there to take it in and to take it out and service it. So that's pretty cool, and then literally just, you know, slides right back in. So pretty good. Okay, so we got the gas put in. We're all set to go, ready to run this. A little bit of a different weather situation for us right now here in Washington, here in the Pacific Northwest. You can't see that back there because it's completely snowed out. Not very typical for us, but we are still going to try to attempt to give you guys a dB rating on this generator. We're not going to be able to put it under load. It is brand spanking new. I want to let it run for a little bit before you try to put any load on it. We don't have that kind of time. We got to get it to somebody to be able to use here in the next little bit. So we're going to fire it up. We're going to give you guys that dB rating on Eco and then also not on Eco, just so you can kind of use that as comparison on whether or not it's good. So let's go ahead and get to that. Okay, so we're out there about 20 feet or so. Looks a little bit wider because we got that wide angle lens on. So this is us running. This is going to be us running right now on no eco, full out 20 feet. So that looks to be ranging anywhere between 59 and 60. So let's go ahead and put on the eco mode. Alright, I don't know if you can see that little speck out there. That's the generator running 20 feet on eco. And we'll see where it goes. So looks to be ranging around that 56, 58, 59 range, but it's not too bad. I think the tone just changed a little bit. I don't think it got extremely quieter. It just wasn't revved up as high, but let's go ahead and finish up this review. All right, so you saw all the dB results. Didn't really change a lot from eco versus non-eco, and I had to use a different dB meter. The one that I was using before for my other reviews is now a paid one, so I wasn't about ready to pay for a dB meter, so I just got another one. But it's still in that 57 to 60 range. Still pretty quiet. I think if you had it tucked away behind your trailer, you're probably going to be just fine on eco mode, you know, powering those 1600 watt items. The one thing that I'm a little leery with this, and I'm a strong Firman guy, I like the Firman generators. They came out in the last 3-4 years of really starting to really come up strong, and they've been doing good, but their pricing on their website is a little bit skewed. So right now, I believe this unit retails for over $850 on their website. I would not pay $850 for this generator. No way. There is way too much out there. Sub 500 in this 2000 watt range. You can do way better than that for half the price. Shoot, you can get a Predator 3500 for that kind of money. So definitely wouldn't do that. Now, would I still buy this? Yes. And here's where I would. Costco. Costco still has this exact generator online, even when it's not on sale, for $449 on Costco. It's literally a $400 difference between Costco and buying it straight from Firman. It's insane. So Firman, you better figure something out. Or just go to Costco, and if this thing ever were to go back on sale again like it did last spring for like $350, it's a steal at $350. It is good enough at sub 500. I would totally back it. You know, it's got a 3-year warranty, got that RV plug, 1600 watts. It says it's pretty much doing what it's going to do. I think it's a pretty good generator for that sub 500 money, but definitely would not spend $800 to $900 on this guy. Cool thing is you got that parallel kit, so you can jump right over 2000 watt to 2000 watt, make it happen. It makes it really easy. So yeah, good generator if you can get it at the right price. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel where we do, right there, we do generator reviews, RV tips, travel, all the things, trying to help you guys with your travel. And until then, we'll see you guys in the next adventure.